TV adwatwengme kemenhye.
Yembresua na yeko. Hey! Odupon kasiye tutu. Ama rewo afagana maino mu. Breche abo. Ama omangana atua besino. Ende dey nufrutabre bema duduo enoma no. Kwanche ndunsin a ende asua brafo. Chas kojo kufusu. Dadi lumba. And don't cut as if was as he should be. Na ninjumba kwa media a yemi dead na majia too a young panoma. Yes, nipa be genie din, nipa be pre uninche. And then ufri asasi we sua a japadia ka amao ayo din. Edim pabe na ode to edi ama dachi ma. Na dachi bini se uniwa ya budin ya ka semse. Mena na osumesi ana obenten atiahye sei na na brabo esitie eyara ho pa mo bia kwa aba sonkon ede badwumedi o aba so so dwumedi din the boot for boot ya baba kwa majuada ene wukuada bia mra boy no mre no so ede kopem no kono midin ede odimonyamfo kwabra ya boa junior obetumi afrɛ me NKY no so frɛ me so a me je oso then shembebre wo pro so a yede ebe brew nti baby bia wo bia menyu kasa mfoni no free ha yese stream bi wa therefore entertain feed so ye Facebook and obetumi abowani akoma ewo ho Ubashi TV uko YouTube so a and also Ubashi TV and also betumi join your online feed no mesera ye comment section no so betumi de wadwen kire e de atum na ye be kenkan kama e de ama ewojumedi so na den same titiro a ye be ka wojumedi so eye na no e no man no eye sana hene eye odimonyamfo kizel atoforce call mine mra shebedwen at the media budget at the control na shebedwen and then e be bubobo hu say nsem no kan no odi ba for masanity and I say normal political talk mre bi omode statement edida da Ghana for eyedom kuma so e wo mra shebedwen so no emra esa na hene egbowura eyo mine mra be shebedwen ma oyese ode o mine na akoma sika ba betudwa no womu boycotto ye just obu firi hokra mu mpeti kura no mapa ahwe eno so ye behwe enho enhyem aka ewa ha then there omo ameni on betwetwe enkomo eye George Asabre oye kasamafo no ba ko edeba NDC chinye amayoko batai ewa kran pupuni mantem ha ena Chief Dodu ono so MPP Australia yoku no batai kasamafo no ba ko ono so ye no ebe twetwe enkomo ewo eye fidue ba ha enti no man you kasa fodi no enfefiri enti why you ready ya meso my ready TNT sin kwam na yemfa nsem no ankasa embro na afi no yewi a ye ne abedwafo no so aba betra sesin konua na afi nsem no ya bobo hu ye biebie mu na ye kan se ne esi etie ene so etiefo me hyembo mebie amatofo na tum ache na nsem ntam bie ntum ende de mebie atum na mo so mafre na machire madwene ewo dwumedi ne eso na me fa nchia mo rempo machiedu emfa ma onyanfo Dr. Edmond Opompepra MPP Fragbera hopeful or person also be Frankatuni and Farmer MPP Osama Yoku Batai and the Chili Free Asante Mantim na Osha and MPP Amayoku na and Chichemu ne womudodo ntemu probi oye unifier obetumi a united party ne dia the person motomano na ne Dr. Edmond Opompepra na ombedi party nim emfa monko election 2028 na onji tumi emfa ma MPP Osama Yoku Batai enti dog baby I will be advichia na me say delegate for na yesia here for no wo mo so be John Sempa na tu na next year 2026 31st January say omo koto flag bearership elections na omo so ehumobo na omo di tumi na ma na wabedi Amayoku ne enim ya na no memenda na from akashie bi bo wo manim na ede eni toto ene eni subiri ebeto Ghana fu nyina enim se enjum tuni kashie oye musical legend icon no oye musical god Charles Kojofosu dodo na friend Daddy Lumba and also betimi afriend di watoa na nanom wansi adu na mfi onya ye eduasa ensia eduasa edua lebi 62 ntino eduasa mienu na eye Baba Jama and associate legal consultants and solicitors and advocates womo the statement ebe confirm me affirm say ampa a yet na nam from no there is an iota of truth in it you know o share screen so a release am de be confirm me say ampa Charles Kojofosu watoa nananom ewo ensiedo public announcement a womo be kan ya mu ne ebusuafo no de beto Ghana fo anim say ampa yenjum tuni kashie and then on kati asefo ho biem na yebesele se otwedi ampo nyankopon emfa ne kra ensie yi na Ghana man penny is Excellency John Dramani Mahama so jina Ghana man ene amamu a obuo ene na pamfo ne na soafo nyina na emu so ede ya consem so ede ama Charles Kojofosu dodo na fe de Daddy Lumba ebusuafo ewo Ghana fo nyina anemu ene Ghana fo nyina edimu se obesere ebusuafo ni nyina so se wo mo be chichire omo hwe na dia ato omani no enye omonko a na dia to weni so a enye onko na be amansan na bebo ama wetumbi na Daddy Lumba so ye oman Ghana ejapade kase ba na njumto industry musical industry ni ma na music industry ni ma oye kunini brempan kase pa ewo mu a yantoto na se ewo omaini na emra yuko ya na yenyina yenim se Daddy Lumba ewo radio station ewo nkan pupuni mantema efeni DLFM on frequency ni 106.9 wamoso womo ye adwuma wo ho ye na najwa siki ene ye nua baba ko a oye adwuma ewo GH1 sewa ameya wamoso ebetena eye efidie no so echire mu se ampa no kre sisi wa di na sewa amehia na am here sewa am here womoso be chire mu se ampa the editing no kre na de omuka yeni.
But unfortunately and sadly, you know, it has happened. It's here for Muti DL 106.9. No Korean Yamini Papa. I bring a yaboni wuto and I did wuto a yabon. Senia, you see any confirmed by the family and the lawyer that Lumba didn't come on Katia as fast as it to be. What's one and I won't see a door and an open. Na sɛne sɛ watwe mu yɛbɔ ne tɔfa otwi mu a yɛdwo ntuni kɛseɛ Charles Kwadwofo so dad Lumba yɛ nyina yɛ nim no deal na dodo na nso frɛ no ɔyɛ ntuni kuku dam ɛwɔ wiase sɛne sikaeɛ no mmerɛ ba kakra sɛ ɔyare ketewa bi kakra bi bo ne mɛka sɛ short illness and then na kopina na no e won sie do a doctor for ye bia entimi anyi
enti na najwa siki no ye adwuma odi ala fe ne sewa I'm here ono ni di ni de oboa o ba enye I'm here o I'm here say I'm here o say de ba ono aba ye nya no wa ha na ono abeche ni di ni na ba board ya mai afa kofinti ye high life musician so e kire accounts no kwan ono so fa so a ote say eye Charles Kwadwofo so dad Lumba ewu na ote ye no so arewo a okomu no de odi 2 ye ni bi ni
masana tibi me aba me say asɛm no baabi a ɛkeka kɔ no ɛna meka sɛ meni Ghana deɛ na mmom ne a mate a masana tibi mani anɔpa no Ghana mu lidi time bebree mu US mu lidi 4 hours nti anɔpa me sɔre na menyanya message saa den sɛ ampa ɔmo sɛ ebi mu keka sɛ Daddy Lumba efrim ɛyɛ me a memento me de a me friends me papa mpo wafim nti me check na me profile be me ensa bi at least omo de omo closer to papa ne pa se me ni ho a metuna bi se o ma se fan se oba hema Daddy wife na Mr. E.T. Akono and ye friend Hitman Roman father ba me friend father phone na aye busy anti me nya Hitman na kasa ba ko o mana some more kan say entisa mono so tete si me tram papa E.T. Akono nso ba se ma E.T. ka kire me a onya minya no ka kire me se kofi o papa ka se me kire o ana o ka to me se mamu nso ma no oba na se we da wa mamu nso ma no nso ma mo one mo mad E.T. ka sa se na pere mi se no enia na Hitman so ko ife me se kofi no kre menya ne ntie be 1 hour ya ntino ametuma ka na me na fo nyina so da betuma ka ne se enia na se se de enia nya pa because obrempon kese pa udupon kese pa na ya menya ne ntie yi se we free mu da na se Ghana ayenya o manim bibi kese pa na esi no me mu bi anso se shede ni dadi ye nyina ye
tuni high life musician ona ye kote ne enkano na ensam ni si ya no ni pampe makoma so agbowra eye Daddy Lumba fie na omukọ sampa asem na omate no mbezo mu nse eno kra na bebi mudu ho no na akoye asefesem ejesa mbrantie bi a eja mre bia no aya omukọ Daddy ho ekope kakra sokola fie bi e de check omo afa fe de omukodu ampa eno kre se ende no charges Kwadwofo su Daddy Lumba on kati asefo ho na omudi awerho pa na yenhwembra
and papa na my friends I yanko yani no na bidu a yanko che asamo ma yanko mo baby no the points am oya nyame ni pa ben no not oya nyame ni pa so man na kwala no so man anu a chira e wo si e ko mo keep na papa na me charo I me kid said the station na bi tie it's no that be papa e dey say nyame dia a ko say nyame dia ni pada say dia a do to ko ba mi ya be no be ba sisi ya mi ya be na manaba so they ever come here for me I'm with you you know yeah, Guma, clinical. You know, hey, they don't have got here. I was all the boat to go. Why they do that? They don't want to think, they do something. Why? Daddy,
Branching Bia or Machin Seminar and say, Rat and when I'm for Chas, or you for soup, Daddy Lumba, what one animal said, Domoko, the field, and be and the children. Now, music producer, now also a sound engineer, a young man for Fred, chairman, sir, don't for the Fred Dimmer. Or Chile, Daddy Lumba and Dumba Qua, a back hit or Ghana, Teresa, Abebrese. No, Chile, why Daddy Lumba this year, Baba, what Teresa, and then moi, Teresa, so the boy Daddy Lumba, now if Daddy Lumba, so yeah, not drink, say, Copper, or yeah, or bar no one did not obey any yeri.
Because that lady, when he was in school, that was the time the revolution had come. Rollins time. They come on Kasa. And this lady was fortunate enough to have other siblings abroad who bring them provisions. So anytime the lady goes to Gabby, she shares everything that she has with that Lumba. The time that Lumba said she was coming to marry the lady, unfortunately, somebody had also married her. And unfortunately, the lady didn't stay for long.
And your country then can Emma Daddy Lumba AD the 60th birthday September I feel cremo Emma or your performance was offer Bakua and then YG Dean Power Ghana had on our friend who body Kazan go vote but Dean Baku with the boy I will be able Ajagraja Emma Daddy performing stage you know Ajagraja so Chinese and Percy Campini. And I attend the car, I just say yes, the company damper, which is a pretty sick and go. I don't know, I go more east, Mrashi Bedwin, Kwame, or being a savage, don't want to find A plus. And also, I'm not daddy air performing on the 60th birthday in National A plus, which they be big as a child, me to a day, make I show you something. Also, spread this kind of spray, sir. So na brown so spray kakra de good daddy so daddy so na daddy Lumba can say me chere Ghana for say why albums mienu a doubt them opese o release ma Ghana for ma yes so ye de sepe ye ho anse na bi obeto na no mo nsie do wakwa akoto na ye nim se na daddy na nka so nim se ebedu mre bi anum se abrabo akontwe de adako ye nyina ye beko but na onim se obewu anase say because ohwa nsem on kan na oditi
Imon bear 3 songs ebeba mu ho ansa na mako if you say people baby it's to say the last one or say Anquanoma with the crowd of for you. Could you me any met me be remember this one of it? So I know what's about. Why not? For you, yeah, meant to be a woman who we grow.
Hana, you did that the home son some kakrana, boot for boot, when they show where the Yamanyama kum, and your hulu, very solid. The production, the two who will be beyond the yes, in the eye, and Chino, your best Jina Aquenya is so now. Yama daddy lumba bushia for adofo nyina ya ko ne o man muni nyina se daddy o man no ejapade enti no nyina ye hyede na ye chichi ehu ere. Okay, enti mean trust fast forward straight away. The president of God Dangbe Lands Administration Ken Ayi Tuma the second at the insemphobia baba to God Dangbe this year war Ghana mind chu ni o mind twa so nyina se wo mu nyina nkambom na omuma asundwe ndi hene e wo mu ntem.
O chairman Kenya men ni me kename Kadangbe bi mambi shiabi wo kume fe nyekia me manye ni mahanye manye kujogba onyaminu sane no bi mlechwane ofia mi akashin boni tomoni jie no mi blamo wo wana mlechwane gan yoyo ye gbejano to pi ami ni ehani ni ashishini mo ba ye wo fen wo fe mo ami woku ami chema ami bi ami nyanyu mami mancheme ke manyeme wulome efe yoyo wa ni no fio peni yo mpekekeji efia mi akeshin wo yoseku wo hinu oba yoseku nu oba naji ake besane wonaku wo gbejano to ke woni femo mene wo be press conference keja Nike ashiboka ni bi femo fe press conferences ni noni minta ni wo yose ni wo le ake noni wo fi o ke wo here ani dane won wole wo mama jiano ni bi ni yo piami wo kan jepo menen wie menesani menen wie menesani efia mi akashin isaka wo yose ni wo le ni wo na ke iwawo ene wo keneke pe ne ba Kadangbe Lands Administration GDL ake kanto akpe nile ni yo shian fen shian mi agbofen agbomi wo bole kutu wo pe ni wo susu na ke maja manchema sajin keneke shipon sajin ni wo kenye police station amlalo yeli moye court jin ke wo denche wo kuyami ayaba meneke ni wonye wona ina ba chamo Kadangbe Lands Administration eba Kadangbe papa ne fin ke je langba ke agbe adan inshomi ka shikomi ake nye fe nya wo fi ekome fe mo no wi oda bi ke gbo anane wo peneku ni da ne enyo wo fi o ni rada wa gbe ona mo alo shimwe wa gbe ona mo yesani yeli mo ye keke ekeminjilamo keminglamo eba Kadangbe Lands Administration ke nya wo fi ekome nya wo fi egbomo wakpa to egbomo ke wona janse flomo ni noni ke no ya ba ha wo gadangbe biye eba fe omanye ehawo manklalo noni ha ne bale na kanji ye sanene no bi ye manchema sanjin ka ba ya fi keke bi echula meneke miyo ato mene akpa mene kena kan li bi efe shkome da ne noni wi oni nchwa ya da fi no jake no poten hewo ni gadangbe lands administration ba je noko shikpon ne no keje langba ke agbe adan gan ke ashi fante inshomi ke ashi ko you know je noko shikpon woku shikpon chema shikpon nyama shikpon aja ha mene ke neko shikpon ne no ewo akefu sen akeye manche femi ne momu woku ba shi woku keke aya ha power of attorney ni aya dum woku na ni power of attorney chene ta flache eko eje woku na mi mo
Ken ayitumba tosum yedo ena yetene kan na osache mu se mredu se eye ga dangbe di hie betwa se eye womonto magofi a toda mrebi ne mbredon bia no womu esi wo abonten no be ya mredu se wombetwa sa nyema nyina so na se obi so antin bibia se efa eye ga dangbe lands administration wo so a obetumi atu anamo aba na nase ana omakache na nchichemu mapa bia so omode ma sa oni ana omode amano
ni aya dum woku na ni power of attorney chene ta flache eko eje woku na mi mo eje woku na mi mo ni lele yo na sa ke hiwo na hale power of attorney eke ke ba ko woku na fe shipon eke mi ngbla mo eba ye woku lu pate ke manchete wokulupa mancheke jaseche ke wokulupa ke mankralo ke shipi ke manye ka safache mancheke wulomo fe shipon je nokuluku anya yase na banye na kemia ke je shipon hewo wo cheke wonyami ko ba bi ne kensane ne shipon hewo na pele ono ni na pele ono fe mancheme enyo no ni shishina nu wulo me enyo keje langba ke agbe adan asafa che me enyo langazim ke ni bi ni ashwe la hiashin fe shipon sa unfortunately wonyemi me komen wo mancheme te me komen kelumo yele me te me komen ake structure ke gbejano to enme koshin kojogba ewo ehane be ba fia keshin obla yin ko obla ye komen nuchumo minjilamo be na gbe school na ke ta flache men huni ne yako nuchumo na shidomomo bofo ke structure a put ko structure in place wo be sa ke abaya ngami koni ayakwa ke abana ngmalo GDL ke gbejano to enmeshi ni asafo acheme fe abape ame manche abapebu wulomo abapebu mankralo abapebu shipi abapebu jaseche abapebu kechone ke majan langazim sanene huwe amenwe abayin plame na kama tax force no ni efe no baya ye manche sane yele mo miye ana ehegbejano to ni langard akagba mukuna no woke amlalo niji mankralo police bashina ni wokwe ne ke gbejano to ne fe ni lahia shishwemu akaba ye ne ke langazim sanene shishijake kamoko ye ne lake ke nyongbo iba na dangma ye blofo ke pero mie efe mi ake ke akenuchumo ewo ne ke asafa chemen ke ne ke gbejano to na chon na ke na langazim ke ni bi ne mokwete nshikeke ne ba hekusun ni kuko leheko ku to mo gadangbe lands administration kene ke gbejano to fe function aka nyemme nya wo fie kome ni nya wo ba tokwe mo komeshishi koni ne kama jagbaja no to na fe wo ye gboena ni wo ka hweshi ni kuni yelimo aba ha gadan gbebi no ni yo mpekekeji me adwen moni efe ame shoko titiri ke ha mi denche ni wio aka ni ji yicho ni takpe ne na menkome ka me na bo amale jila ina sanji ke ha menkome ni tafra cha melemi ni meni uni lemie aka shi ame esha mi ni bi na me fio tafra che ameleboni yo aka mi klo na sanji iyo wo gbe se mu ame na me ko sanji ke akọ menko klokume ni eha ni gbe se mu wo amemila shije na kani gadangbe lands administration e ba ke mo wo fe kome ni bi na heye wode woni ni mo afa mini ahye no shije ni gadangbe lands administration ba na e ba he ma shipon ya medi ke chono no wo ka woku ekpe ni amame domo amegbejano to woji e hawo ni wo domo na kan gbejano to e na ni wo ka yi ame shipon sanjin gbejano to e ha me je ni wo ba he mo ku shipon ye de nyeme cheme ni me kename ke mo fe mo ni obalu ne ke sane ne ke je mo ko de nye twa nye hua mo ni nu no ko hihie wa agboka wo ye osuka aja no wo ye na acho jeme South Labadi nye fa ne nye ba ni nye ba biasane ni nye ba ya yo dase gadangbe lands administration ba ni ebe ba he mukushipon keji
enti on monyafo king ayuntumba the second ena yete ne nkano afi enche na mene mapamfo aba betrase na yede political segment no e de abro enti no enche bia na menchia madamfo munua Reverend Augustine Apeti, the proprietor, as always, the proprietor of God's Dunami School, Dodowa Hilltop. Na Ocean School is all of that. For the past 2 months, in a menu frame, so Omobaya graduation of Pesame Basia. Na mi hu na che pa na also for me na brepa o ya bro and then ya hana meka no na me so mi hu mi nua che na also for me say woman it honestly who invite me no me there me so you very good about IT and the obo o you top notch it be there me say mi nua when your school bi a o kira IT o ho you very good me ko ya sana school na yes o kira IT o ho onu akasa na yes school ra me say hey also for school go me na che for the past 18 years school is teachers are who obo the teachers no do tu abuka o na wa surprise me na Mr. Rade inshira at the mouth say o school no so no enko na nimpa na one of the best schools world Dodowa environs and enclips and the whole Ghana school no NGD that we could do also and also for say me nua pa me no wa bre pa say pa na send what to me at school there me so ja say me what platform nyanya me adum kofo agima to me there dia be so me to me there abo and say betwa graduation me so be bo me show so there ma enti graduation the course am so and the kwabra be do there me ntwa bi ngum na me twa gum ne bi ni
I am 4 years old. My school name is God Dynamic School. Every good certificate is from the town. My school name is God Dynamic School. C. Black
can see you. And it is God's Dynamic School. GDS, God's Dynamic School. Costume nous grave bon d'abord. But he has given everything that you need inside of you. And all you need to do is just to say, Master, I can hear Yerama. Use me. Send me. Lift your hands. Listen. 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 The school flag. And I hear him say, Ghana flag. Red and green. That is the color of God's Dynamic School.
Where's your father?
Tinkolana was a model. Na Nkolana ya de bi wo ho pa ni programs omo ye nya de me che makoma pa na eno na mebebo ache omo kan news no. Enye news na omo kan no, but the content of the news, especially Ghana mpanyimfo. Oh, Nkolana nyina ahwe de amoye o. Galamsey na mo de I scratch my back, you scratch my back. Any ye kwan ye se mo ye maye na yesu yotumi nya ekwan papa na ye nam so no. Nkolana se menka we nkyere mo.
And I'm here with coming up the news bulletin, entertainment news, sports news, weather report, and a panel discussion with an expert from the education industry.
Welcome back. Once again, I am Annabelle Alamide. In the headline, the National Tree Planting Exercise has been launched. Road Minister urges the contractor working on Adenta Ayukuma Road to speed up work. Illegal miners are still engaged in their Galamsey activities. BEC 2025 ends successfully, and now the details.
This year, a total of 603,328 candidates sat for the BEC. As usual, there were more female candidates than males. The numbers show that 306,078 girls sat for the examination as compared to 297,250 boys. The examination started on June 11th and ended on 18th June 2025. There were few reports of malpractice, such as pollution, impersonation, and possession of unauthorized materials in the exam halls. The organizing body, WIAT, also confirmed the arrest of Socio-Political district. There were over 1,000 candidates. This was made up of 8 public schools and 9 private schools. When the district director of education visited the center, she commended the effort of the supervisors and vigilators. Mrs. Harriet Monte said she was glad the examination was running smoothly. She admonished the candidates to conduct themselves well and make the entire district proud. She wished everyone the best of luck. Yours only, God's Dynamic School, presented 5 candidates for the BEC. We pray for divine marking and know all our candidates will get results with flying colors.
Ever since the addition to Aikman Road was awarded to a contractor, people along the stretch have opened up about several complaints. This stretch of road will pass through Dodowa, and the contractor is also Investment Limited. The contract sum is 44,640,000 Ghana cedis for the 22-kilometer road. The expected completion date is August 2027, but things have been too slow. Just recently, the new Minister of Roads, Honorable Gavin Agoja, urged the contractor to speed up work to meet the completion date. The minister said this when he paid a familiarization visit to the contractor. The site engineer, Mr. Yahya Said, took the minister around the site. They inspected the precast concrete area, checked the completed culverts and other drainage works, and interacted with some of the workers. The site engineer assured the minister that work will be done round the clock. He also said steps have been taken to reduce the volume of dust that affects residents and pedestrians, adding that adequate road signs have been put in place to allow free flow of traffic.
Illegal mining, which featured prominently in the 2024 election, is still in the news. Despite the promise of the NDC to declare a state of emergency on Galamsey when they win the election, the illegal activity is still widespread. Criminals continue to destroy the environment. Protected species of trees are being cut down and poisonous chemicals are being released into our rivers and streams. This poses health issues not only to the inhabitants of Galamsey areas but also to those who use food stuff produced from illegal mining community. Our reporter on environment, Erastus Asari Donko, has completed a documentary on the devastating impact of the illegal mining on the environment and the citizens. This documentary will be broadcast live on Just Only Dunamis TV at 8 p.m. tonight. Make sure to watch it. Meanwhile,
awofo ni bi so omo ba adwumedi na se memne omo twetwe nkomo say so far omo graduation is.
My name is Eric and I'm a professional of electrical engineering, and today I'm very, very excited for this second graduation of God Dunamis School. From the beginning of the program was very exciting, and I'm encouraging them that next academic or next graduation that they'll do, it should be higher than this, and we are hoping for more support from other MPs, assembly members, district chief executive, and other supportive from the areas to help the school, for the school to go higher.
The Baku School of God Dunamis School. Na school, you know, a very good school, a international school. Me who say international school because teachers ni ya de pa. Who share me banu krampuna. Biga no wanna me uniform the bahana. What change it to a high level. And the program here, I was being called as a chairperson. Let me share. Schools kura wo dodo ha krampuna. My co programs be brave. Na me compare ha any other way now. A very classic, a international school. It's no omochira de pa men bu school no abonfin enka se onfa obanem ba ho. Uhwe school dan na uwure mu abavi se won chira de wo chira de pa nti me ka chira wo fo ne se omonfa omoba embra school mu ha no montai omoba nechi no mpush omoba no na teachers fo so no eya omunya botema teachers fo no na teachers fo so omoya de pa me de
twetwe come afa any teacher ba ko so twetwe come na de only 2 years ni
a teacher from God's Dynamic School. And some of our programs that we did was modeling, culture display, magic, special modeling, and a whole lot. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you bring your children to this place. We offer a lot of arts and courses here that your children can do. I hope to see your kids and you as well here. So enter this program. Either parents, the child people, and even anybody who was here, we thank you for coming to this program. We really appreciate you. Thank you. God richly bless you. Bring the awards here and encourage your kids to do something in school. Either being saying poetry or any other things which is done in the school. Encourage your students to do or your words to do some. And shall bring there are works out there. Just go out and send your applications. You will definitely get work. Doing drugs is not good. Thank you.
And finally, the proprietor of the school, I am a downfall, Reverend Augustine Apeti,
I am Pastor Augustine Apeti, the proprietor of God's Dynamic School, and today's second annual graduation program. We say that so far so good. God has been awesome. The activities were excellent, and apart from the academics, we have displayed extracurricular activities. We believe that we are nurturing these children not only for the classroom assignment, but also for a greater assignment in the world. Most of the times, most schools only focus on the academics, but we believe that apart from the academics, we also have different talents in these children. That is what we have displayed so far today. Excellently, my teachers are very, very instrumental in bringing this program to realization. They really supported this program, and also Omashi TV has been a great support to this program. Yeah, great advice for them. You see, looking at me, very young as I am, being the proprietor of this school, I will advise all the youth that they should enter into entrepreneurship and work hard. They just believe God, and I believe that everything will be okay. We appreciate God. It is God who has brought us this far. So we appreciate God. We appreciate everyone who is supporting us to bring us this far. Thank
you. God's Dynamic School. Dodoa. Also for Yamisha. In Sembre, my pound for Abertrans the Dintino. Macom was an eye in Comotueno. Asheso. We will Chief Dodu. Or your Greater Accra Regional Communications team member Edema MPP. And George Asabre. On the crowd of Baya Che. But we are about at Trasia. And also for NDC, and also Ewaha. Etiro Chief Atrasi, Chief, yeah, Bibi Abokodi. MPP, more opposition. You see, my papa be a dead am party. I said, some of the fast figures now. Well, we say, Ghana for account, and you. That's a Ghana. Papa now will come. That be me a Ghana, because the Ghana for Kai, yeah, Ghana for Casa and Papa. Oh, I will card $2 about Papa. Ah, you won't only I hear NBC forcing you but see, I can say, a mom will pack, and this is your pack. I had to put my hand. NBC is going to when it's come to those things. And I a mom will pack, run down Papuan and the Yama can of you. Who share a mom who
in the Fourth Republic, I had the Amagana for, and this over 70%, and this over 35%. NPP was 75%. In the Machian people for you. Now, Michia, a former PC, Honorable Jefferson Kwabna Saka Central. NPP for so almost. All
right, but my cameraman, best, David Mammy. And now, I have to force the finance minister call Parliament. Or say, this is a sanitary pad, 15 cities. All store now down. O the color could be such a pardon. Say, why? But same say no color. What me a
difference.
But me be say who dey to force people say enye no kre.
That pardon dey difference.
It you dem say the least price no. What the cobra and dem farm na me be say. It you o dey George. Bibi aboko dey.
Me dey about the Daruma.
Uti akwala no. Oka galamsey no. Isi ano galamsey no so ba ye no. Anwi ni siu. This year attorney general kwa refer mo national organizer Yami Joseph Yami and a first vice Banga Eddie Amayuku say omo investigate omo concerning this galamsey bro. Galamsey na say mo nyina no mo dey politics but mo ba mo ntumi ntu ase.
Mini mami akwanya kakra na me fanchia atie for ne ahwefo na yimi. Na me mama baso ene sompane adwuma pa mo boma Ghana. Mami akwanya na menchia the president of the land. The visionary leader, John Dramani Mahama. The man of the moment. Yes, I can say, the problem manage Ghana for the because they took a very good decision. Say, the John Dramani Mahama, a samba back. The Minchia NDC form penifoni na. Men come down to Miami constituency, Ashama constituency, Minchia. The MP for Ashama constituency, Honorable Ernest Nobe, says you're a doctor, the freshest doctor in town. Doc will be a Yimrevichi.
Oh, but what your assembly see Ashama? Traffic. I can't guy now rule on the fact.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but to be anything.
Oh, Chabara, Samo. Now, maybe someone say, not didn't know what that as yes, you're tired down.
So, a bread. So,
yes, some you know, not
no, I just imagine. Roll of house,
where that's surviving.
You understand? It was unfortunate. And
traffic more otherwise, it couldn't be a fee. And this Madaroma, more ye upgrading Kakama as well. You see, I am saying, you know, a human cast or man who do on Kaka.
I think that they almost put in some. I don't know when they will start, but I think that we know it's just slight, they will then continue. Let me cheer the MC, Honorable Freeman. But you see, Honorable Freeman, how is he starting now? Them say Ashama Quino. Before soonest at least some significant percentage. Yeah, some significant of the not on my
apart from the any sanitation.
Any Juma, I cannot count.
A party for the social boys.
And send them to some penny for it. Into Ashama boys in here, Juma Papa, and
you come politically come Papa.
Yeah, yet acquiring one. Namichia Miami boss, Joseph Okujo Ashaman.
What's up to now? Maintain say model. Ope, radio, my main cousin. Ope, communication officer or take communication as it. No, your communication, Juma, a Jew, Joseph Ewuku. And over who no TV way so. Ocha Ope, Ashama, NDC communication. Very strong when they say, Bakuno, you can no me. Bakubi, our communication, radio crowd news about Kosoda. TV crowd, but radio or betray your party, Juma. Bible one say at least PRO be and a public relationship be and a corporate affairs be kwamo fanu ko share baby. Oh, your car, na mo say your car do. But no cre as a share for the mo se bu ka say yan kwase afo bi na egu say nyansani bi eni a share ma mini because etu trust am dey na ma be fire. Any demonstration bars to me be 10 na ye ma be do appointment there na mo yi mani dia mai. Because when you say Ashama NDC strong wood, they young baby. Move on to the so air to Cheba. I feel very baby in a bassa. On I'm Jim bread of food. What the trouble?
Senior, Senior Okano say.
To end people so buy so 8 years. My shaman, you be a tree.
Joe, Jumo, yeah, in a shy man. As a communication officer. At the end of the day, no, it seems say, Omoyi, Penifui, Omonia man on it, senior, but I believe say be going forward, no. Penifobity then baby at the national. Let me cheer me and mommy. I had about to the home organizer for Ashima constituency.
Understand the owner post.
Yeah, mommy, baby, we Michelle.
I own post.
Oh boy, Juma Papa. So I think she deserves so much. Yeah. Let me cheer finally. Let me cheer finally. Me and sister Janet Abrompa, Deputy Communication Officer for Tama Central. Baby, I'll be a sister of Michelle. Senior, now can't Galamsey as him. You see, Galamsey issue, no, a chassis, you know, people were thinking, say, yeah, walk around, no, there, but if you understand the effect of Galamsey, it doesn't matter where you are. You see, let me share some reports. You say you free, a eastern region, a Kufu out of sight. Most of the is affected with some form of chemicals. Make we near there. Eti so akra say na so de nsuo de wo numbi but ubedi hu aduane
akra wo afuwa
what you say so aduane free set places eba you be affected by the effect of galamsey. Eti galamsey enya ade a eni kwan say ade politics but now always concern be say you see the reason why NDC in opposition were raising issues is say non-MPP faces were involved. Oshe eye professor from Paul Boatin report now. Or in that a lot of or in that a lot of people.
That's most of my constituency chairman Sinibi so I started galamsey.
The issue is that
one of them made me a carry dunkwa.
Senior, mubo mudin that I know of. So they are involved in galamsey. No actions has been taken to ensure say investigation will be done. No, senior. The issue is it say you don't believe say?
When I say Ghana hane on. Senior. Any report will say Sir John, the late Sir John, but in the report of report, but it stated clearly say Sir John so can be na galamsey ni koso our forest reserves in him.
Is it? Because most Ghanaians are most Ghanaians are fixated with the bad governance of Nana Dona Baumia. Enti ase se NDC ye kase baby bia ase mwadwan montanta. Mo say you are right. But John Dramani Mahama also on a track record under the first regime, that's JM1. What happened to Abuga Pele? What happened to him? JM Adamfo. More or less, they eat together. But at the end of the day, he prosecuted him. What I say? Obi so die so just $1 million.
Victoria Hammer.
Oh, you need to or around. I'm said this time an appointment. I'm say favor in Anton so.
Or bag boots pa. They bone cheap.
Chairman. What's up now? So John Dramani Mahama, what can SCSUDUA say? Any of his appointees, any of the government, more or less party faithfuls, where you involve yourself in galamsey, no, wama all those authorities Akonya said they should be prosecuted. Say so we investigate, the investigation will go on. Me person me be but yeah, I think the known people are the from to Yoko, the second vice, and then the organizer of the NDC. More or less they are not incorporated. What I say. So if the Attorney General can order said people should be investigated because they are involved in galamsey, it should be rest assured say John Dramani Mahama will ensure say obi at the end of the day no investigation no successful na uhuka adwama ono o me you free mo ono onye adwuma report o be clear o onye clearing agent to say ba ko na oye na ya clear no. John Dramani Mahama will not do that and they are aware. But I believe say yes Oma kan asema to omo so Yamin, I know him. I've met him several times, and I believe that he's not more or less on my counter. So, but after the investigation, Beba Bantin said he's not involved in any of these things. Until galamsey and Sema John Dramani Mahama as a political party NDC, we are willing and ready to fight it head on.
Nah,
so, Osha fight now.
You see, this fight against galamsey, it's just simple. It just declaring a state of emergency. Kofi Amwabwa, Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. Now no year press go be su.
Senior.
Opposition. Also abiding declare state of emergency. Now the boy is in your quarter. Senior. Away. Because according to the election, say creditantly no. Galam say a question. A serious MPP.
Senior. It's just say. Upesunya the authentic information. What is really happening on ground, sir? Follow Erastus. Asari Donko. You see, if you follow Erastus, nothing will tell you say what is happening now is worse than what happened previously. Senior, some of us you visit some of the villages, so we know exactly what is happening. And right now, in Sionito, Galamsey no more yet. It's difficult to ensure any better for now. This is from August going, sometimes they ensure not perform. So that's why we really see the effect of the fight now. NDC and I say, energy, what do you call the first land minister, the truth of the matter is, we are committed to fight Galamsey, and we will ensure, we will ensure that they know. You see, it is not easy fight. Obi Abeka says a Galamsey fight, because the issue is, a forest team. Anybody can just enter the forest place and go and do. You see, because I blame.
Without only concession.
Why not? Most places Omega Galamsey, no be on Galamsey, no concession. They don't have concession. What I said, the Galamsey, yes, most of them they don't have it. Obi to me, concession forest and also Obi ko come now at him because our machine detect say as a good. Obi ko no two as or two koko in a good. So it's becoming more or less. Me can say Galamsey is the existential threat. Because if you look at the effect of it, or share the impact, especially more I saw a report. You understand? And so I was asking myself, is it the future generation we are looking up to, like money? Right. So as a party, we are going to fight it, and I believe, sir, we are going to win the fight.
All right, farewell. Nipa etene candidate George Asabre. Ready the proper claim afina ya babeti see the main issues so chief I share the media budget finance minister ekokan wo ye o man mra shebedu monkro for minority for mo boycott to what 10 minutes
answer na me ko na min chia chief oni afefo na me chia ni enze me na be chia wa I think 2 times so say but me me enti no party juma na ye o manage but you so kan who say Ghana phone ni di e chen ya ye tia nti asemo kan ni na so kan me bi galance ma me impact mo me T5 let's say 2 minutes bin free or galance answer who so kan say nso no esu to nti ama nso ni asai enti na ye hu say o mo tu galance no mo sabra MPP abon ye ba ye na ye no sabra na so ru to omu tumi ko echo san so ebu to e be tire go na fo nyina in fact e bi ko omu mat fata e wo omu office e we PP office e ni krakra say e kwan be na be fa so a e be tu galance mu enye galance o ye wo omu tu galance no e wo mra kwan so
omu tu mining omu ye mining legally
ni ye wo omu tu wo mra kwan so sa fo na
omu na mo say omu yusu chamfa omu say yusu
omu say yusu eni e kwaye eno na ye man pin na adan kwa ku faru sha se so obi yi sa fo omu efiri ho na ya tu wo mra kwan so na di
policy the presidency crowd so fairly
se ne be ya the people so are in
but the presidency crowd so fairly
na ye man pin John Dramani mama emro oya president in fact do be o se galance nu kwa on to me could because I didn't say amuno mudi youth in galance by just enyehu ye dey establish say two galance NDC for ye be ko election 2014 2024 NDC here crofo ya eno mu wura galance for
press
conference catch you say ba MPP 14 year
I know ya kwaku buan
yes no mu ba be make sure so ma jam crofo na ma in fact ye man peni John Dramani na ka se na ku fa do tin na adem na ochiti nkwara na omu ye galase na ono ogidi se oba obayi wo mu nyen nkwara ni mine mo ogidi se mperifo bi chietire na ono ba obachichi sa kwara mperifo e ba to mu ba microphone se na o machi yenya omu parliamentarians oye galamse
body ding
because them say a central region and the mo try to every chrome because so galamsey
MP be bonidin
me wa
also a member of
parliament
it's never true
on chrome this year yeah
aban we am ela ni chrome ye twa
na chrome mo twa dan eni mo bon am ye pai kasuele
bonidin because
me ba ya hu pen NDC penifo a omo ye regional secretary sa omo si ya man peni ama asojafo
o man pe ya
ye man peni ama asojafo ko galanse area so omo so omo kwakọ omo kwa ati ya galanse na NDC from penifo si ya bo omo amane nto omo
no ye dunkwa chairman NDC chairman.
So what is he saying? Me any other guys now say abanga na who say I afraid him.
Say I refer to you.
Yeah, but I you afraid him.
I say Yoko enye obi na ko Yoko buy into the public domain. When no napo mo running remember napo say no ko Yoko so that go
napo ko Yoko ye
there be unto so no be revealing na obi any.
That most of newspapers
no time na okọ na most Yoko 24/7 dey be obi akọ.
Me na me
eje obi na ko Yoko
buy
into the public domain.
Because this for the propaganda enu bi no ye. See you see ade no ye propaganda asemu o. Wa ka se ade no e ha Ghana fo. Isuye so e nim kra e ha ye. E kon be ne be fa so a ye be treat sa we as agent.
Ko water production kwa a drop drastically.
Omu ye man penin ka se senior wo kan onu aka se biu omu ba kan omu state of emergency. Ye twen sap omu ma state of emergency. Afi ebinum ka say omu ba 1 week 2 weeks because omu political if you don't have a political will you cannot fight galamsey na or any support omu ba 2 weeks omu ma nso ni beti hu han enti bi dem bo pa say sa na adan ayi arowo sem ni say sa jinatuku a omu ti a bebre gold board omu ati your friend say committee all the ministries now why
what's wrong with the committee
but enu na solve problem the problems wo ho ye man pini this for money mo yem an kan metunya to on sisa efiso because the person who guarantee e wo Ghana ha no wa kwa establish gold board infa na wo be
the establishment of gold board and the galamsey that's I don't it's coming to regulate
it mami ka enu bo na galamsey no
I just say cocoa board
e ma galamsey na west
how possible
e ba to infa no omunya galamsey omunya gold no eto gold no omu to no infa no omunya gold no omu to no
e minus
on over 90% e galamsey omu tunu illegal and from na kwanso enu no mu to free wo mo eni to omunya sa political will infa to ase di ye bestre ye man pe ni de mestre omu fa ntutuye omu fa policies and programs a omu be ye fi budget asem na okay oh na budget asem de say koto be ku ma o
mo say settings mp before mo say settings budget
na me to need setting budget to need settings dia me di man budget ni ye ababa say budget
ye be koyechi guntumi hu budget be bia budget na etire na ma Ghana for any tire ho ana ban any tire ho when it comes to your long term investment your short term investment and a more medium term investment what are the investments budget etire since January since March and omu your first budget anamboa omu tire ye nyama ebetumi ama omana tumpom budget big push wo mu no say big push ya man peni ye hunu da wo ya hunu da wa betina o mei esoda e kwan ye nwa ye mi kon ri o man fa so won ye sise bia a ebo o man ye nim enti di o mu kan nyina na da sa asem ya asem kan ya without any show without any policies and programs the over to nyaka che nyamom ka so mbe ye ni nyina ni nyina pipi ye dada ni nyina pipi ye dada pranting na fu na job o ma sesandin
sa national apprenticeship MPP ye dada all these programs are your friend is saying models are and the president for the buy ya ebe bo Ghana for AYE all the models in I remember president for buy president Tamis buy on so implement bi enu no youth na prapra who call infanu a nkora no mi bra pra ye coordinator so again na budget ni buy ye what me amma ye hu say budget buy ye ya tumi afan performance 2000 and 3000 within proper 6 months budget na chesa budget ni kan ye pe sika ni mo pe ni etam ko presidency so mko akodi asa mpacho sika ni ye show ko agree business transactions buy any uncrank me aduma in fact one district one factory na kufa do here say ne be ye be productivities na ye be kran ne mo do na free akwa amanoni
na finance minister say muji of anko is a worm road and as I mean interchange and loan and so mo afanye aduma muji
one ka to say afanye aduma loan wuti
kind na to force na
na when you believe wo if at loan na wuti a won ti sas kan ma contractor ni sa wo enya sa na tie I'm telling you which is no Munsi abepa o
na ebi mo ka bibi ti say ebi mo ka bibi say collaboration ze o to be jiwa ha that dey akoso bibi ase wa ha ebi a the chief din and akoji loan but o di be ye adwuma ma me karama ye ogine chire
amamu de sa na tie
so why is there say sika amakoji lo amakoji say mo di be project and so before me ko na mo discuss the project so aso
me so in this so omu dada any nsem omu kika because on Ghana fa hu omu but on this how wo ye project bia wo ko di loan na ye di loan be si Bank of Ghana when you banka obema loan na wo ye aduma na we register certificate that got this scam contractors no enu sa na ye on road no mu so omo am rebranding road ni na won say ya you omo tu sa road ni na ya ban road aban ye dada an ji uska bi class ka wo wa ye ya ja ni na ma wo mu. When you talk about the budget no e fa na kire say ye branch ye ma o menye adwuma ye budget ni kire sa want to me again bi ye hospital
do better just budget hwe
ye hospital sa abandada no ye se bio ebe ma ye ya pomudin be ko ye omo so omo ntua so bio bacho
agenda wa
omo so omo ntua so bio na enwunya omo se enwunya
no you know correct
na enukure na
we can say the state of the the nation's address Mampeni can say that
and yes state of nation address so when a budget
it's not but no case that means are you trying to say the president can say agenda one project or be making sure say or be completing oboa
yeah budget there's no any allocation to that effect and you say you have to make sure say the commitment to other projects are ebe mo man be tumpu any productivities e dey no mu ye enti me dey budget asem o mu ken wo hwe yesterday aye kan me say be ba ho ye pay budget a omu di ba say the o mako review budget o me hu di o mu ken o mi say Ghana for nyina say hwe nim because o mu kan nyina ye hu bi ye ba ye di o mu ye so mu yi nkofo edi e wedwuma mu enu ape e na this for ba ya de o ma atumi abe ye when it come to the budget a omudi ma Ghana for and omutumi kire isika omudi be fa adwumayefo omo pay adwumaye when it goes to other security agencies and the agencies in Ghana and the ministries and departments. So these are those show clearly say the budget in that should be enuhu enti media Ghana for nyenim baby o man ko say o man na connect be say 10 years because anamon people too yan efa your economy mu efa ye nhihie ye mu efa ne me bebu o man na kokan nipa e benya adwuma ye institutions e won nyina ye make sure say institutions me ye adwuma no man atumpon elis for buy ye hu di o mu ye all right eti who can budget na o mu read ye ne supplementary budget a se bi o read budget o mu be ya ene afa no mu tie ye nyama afa ansa na o mu ade ye when it come to road and the road do na MPP do road also ama ye so o make tie Ghana for say ye ba ye no MPP aye roadway 70% ye ba betua so omo ye roadway e be 60% you all those things.
Okay.
One can.
All right. Eti nipa umbrella so. Nipa eti nkandi edi Chief Dodo or Greater Accra Regional Communication Team member edema MPP Osuama Yokuba. Tajumede boot for boot. Eba wa kwemajuada any ukwade bi emra boy enimle no so the copem no ko say streaming live e wa there for 10 video so uko Facebook Omashi TV uko YouTube so Omashi TV betimi a join your live feed so me semre me call me abema Georgia Sabre on so 10 minutes ja mo budget you say kenken kwa hwinim ababa se
me dia kobra ya boa Dodo no oya fantina na
you must sani
me bisa asem boa me
come asem na so you say Dodo for here amofri akwam
oh okay
so you say Dodo amofri akwam
me say bim so ya fantasy tina me bisa on to the me come asem so
fantasy
any do okay mate to the me come asem so you see wa betina ha as usual they be because MPP for munziande me for munziande bako wa ko election what the saka kasa 10 things kasa ngunu say ya wa ko 38 service sorry kasa 10 we kasa 10 mo we 38.2%.
38.2%.
Oh, what in Hana Museum Yedi? But still amongst Yandia Casatentina, is it not? You are Alan Chairman saying, I can't send me. I say, MPP for Oisu, where you was in NATO. No action, talk only. Kasankwan. Oh, let me go to me. I'll respond to you, but oh, let me come ask so. You see, a year honorable Atoforsen. That's Enra. Last 3 days rather. Doctor Atoforsen. Oko Parliament. Oko more or less. Oko Saka. And also Oko review budget now. Media budget now. The budget Ghana for. You see. MPP4 do have no moral right to even talk about the economy of Ghana.
Some Ghana.
Yes, but they have no moral right because also how they destroy the Ghanaian economy. How must say Ghana economy no?
In terms of them.
And some be free so no.
In terms of them.
In terms of BBR, every facet of the Ghanaian economy was in crisis. They were begging no more tia. Under your watch, as if say you have all the wisdom in your head. As usual, Baumia character. Kasasa, BBNim. Inflation is more inflation, it was 23.8%.
Now are you talking about economic indicators?
No, budget. What was the womb? So under your watch, Yefru the rate at which prices are cost through 23.8. Just within 6 months. Let's say 6. You say you 6 months.
You was 7 months.
Say you do 7. Say you do 6 no. Or the main first 7. You just 7 months.
But current inflation is 13%.
Thank you. You are managing the inflation up at 13.7%, right? You are talking. Oh, Kasa. Exchange rate.
CD to dollar.
Omufris na 17.
And yes, it is not true.
If you don't know, if it is not true.
14.
Some 14. Moment you had there 14.
It's not true.
Mufris na 17%. Ato Forsen, he's really forcing. Under the leadership of John Dramani Mahama, is here saying.
Artificial.
Yes, $10 cedis.
Yet,
45 pesos.
them first, 10.5. Maybe 10.5.
Artificial dollar.
Look at the impact. Ever businesses so. Obio import is it? Just I think last month, Pekoto TV. The TV asset December no.
Exchange rate and the MPP na 17 cities.
Na 17. Me
17 cities.
And before you be hand over my
all of them na 17 cities. How 14.7. Answer na MPP be hand over my one. Etiefo anya no kwe.
I make a 17. I'm so
no, it's about fact. No, it's 17 cities. It's 17 cities.
No.
CD exchange rate. It's 17 cities under Baumia and
how many?
27th May 27th May 2020. No.
We are not
by December and by first December.
We honor the economic in December.
There's no record to that effect. There's no record to that effect. And any about me data. Any about me data. So economy here, you bet you what's our state? As a political party, you have managed to bring. Is it in Obekaya around December? Head teachers of SHS. Ebeka say Ankebeya. Thank you. Ankebeya anke school anke be in January. Keme MBA. Adanya because omonye ready. Abani de omoka. Perishable goods near no mom to even transportation for the food no the but any common schools no. Abani to me to ayeka egu omoso. Somebody they have to go and borrow. Now some de betua. It is a BS school never hard. This is the state of the economy you left. BBFN said that buffers, economic buffers. Omu dini nyina sinking fund, omu called the empty sinking fund. Sinking fund was more or less a buffer. My friend said economic shock absorbers. Because any they cut the economy, it is economy no, you fall on that money.
And the consolidated fund.
Thank you. So Obekaya time and COVID buy the first money you have access to the sinking fund. What I said, $200 million if you can recall. That's the first money as a country we had access to it. But this is the kind of people that we are talking about. You see, you don't have time. You see, as I say, MPP is like we are using them as a standard. Because we can't use this mismanagement as a standard. And this class mismanagement as a standard. So as a political party, as a government, we are thinking more or less we are forward looking. And to usher the policies that we are implementing. We say no or say you buy and we are not doing anything new. Because your gold board no so say good for oil. And then the Bank of Ghana say over 17 billion Ghana cedis.
Initially good for oil sustaining a seed in the crowd.
Yes, because the approach wasn't sustainable. The approach, you see, these people know they be say most of the idea more no is like knee-jerk approach, try and error. And far, then you see what to do. But NDC will sit down, put up strategies, and see more or less deeper and see how effective that policy will be. They be say these people are mobile no. And then no more year, especially Nanado. Then no more year, yeah. It's me trying for a bit board the economy. Yen for the oil sector. John Dramani JM first one. Offer to name your 3 oil force. You buy in 2009. Now oil free yen to be. So first JM and then Atamos. Yeah, Bako. And that JM Efris no deba odi 2 can me be 3. When they live in power, still 2, 3 na di jaw and one and a. Why? Because they don't even think about the future. Why would dream as a leader, would dream a con you make some provision for the future generation. Most of the reports here, but now say oil production in Ghana is declining. Why? Because sabi 3 oil first no they be omu for being count. So certainly it will decline. They don't think about the future. Enko bibi is Atobo gas. Atobo gas under the John Dramani, I will say JM phase 1. JM1 no. Yeah, be a friends at Atobo processing center. So now as a whole, as a country, it was able to produce about 50% of the gas on money in here. It is a leader, 7 or drink con kanya. Okay, Obia 50, do they mean 20% couldn't count. But Omujan said, Yetiana, Obia, no, I'm saying very up a point. Thank you. Okwatina to a young PM, John Dramani, Obio, see set company. Only opportunity to Kwatina, not to a young PM. Yes, Ghana gas, auto to a young PM. Auto to a young PM, editor, John Dramani Mahama. The person under his leadership and his brain, establish a company and subsidy no did different. So these are the people that we are talking about. Let's even go to Esla. Esla Dijam, what happened to Esla? You see, under the time John Dramani Mahama.
Esla one issue that is here, Mustafa Hamid facing.
Yeah. You see, John Dramani Mahama etnasi. Because now as at that time, now you face more or less energy crisis. So how do you solve it? Now, after the massive investment, or the energy sector, no, sir, you created some more or less vehicle purpose a bit delayed directly with that kind of legacy debt in a water dano. So create Esla. Yanon for Banum Nukutia, one of these Canadian almost says Canabasa. So Omufris, we were owing over $2 billion. How? Meanwhile, the Esla should have dealt with that kind of that legacy debt. Bombe this Canadian Basa. Energy sector. I have some say how many megawatts of power and 8 years on bound the count. See,
2 minutes.
As a leader, now then you don't think about the future. There's the kind of people that there's the kind of situation that we face. But unfortunately, and should I say fortunately, Ghanaians of yesterday are not Ghanaians of today. Say NPP for Musuya there, they will understand say Jandam now no made a chum. This modern youth now and this kind of Jandam, it will never work. So if they don't change their star in the next election, no, 38.2 no munya bio. I will not be surprised they'll get around 20%. So, as a party, we are going forward and we are trying to implement every possible policy to ensure that Ghana for BDA. Gold board has been the magic. Gold board has been the magic. Until now, say.
No, I'm gonna say a Galamsey board.
So, I want to use that to respond to him. Yeah. Because Okai, no. Time you go for oil, now gold no munye free. That's not a Galamsey gold. Time you go for oil, now moto gold no. Was it Galamsey gold? I think he's not able to even understand. Say we have small scale miners. They are in the system. Gold board is buying from them. You see, any institution, you will not get a perfect institution. So whatever it is, some of the illegal goods, certainly will come into the system. What I say, but the gold board is being focused on the small scale miners. So gold board is putting us measure to ensure say at some point in time Galamsey miner you not be able to sell your goods. Why? Because they will put something measure what you call traceability. And see so go that
whistleblower now to be blue now 10% be about
and smugglers or more smuggle because we have some foreigners and as some Ghanaians koto gold now they are far
backdoor.
Yes, Burkina, they are for Burkina, and Togo, and I say Cote d'Ivoire, no more they are coming in Akoton. So, Obi to top side gold now. Nessa Unya, na me catch you, say, Obi to grab it in the Yejuma. Because Unya back one, would break it back one, the whole, bear 10 years, maybe to me live on that. But gold board is a policy on the buyer to ensure, say, Ghana, you gold na you to know. You get the full benefit of it. Because the policy was that, so be to gold. That's what the common on here. The law give the person about 3 months. Say, we to make it scano. Not this about 80% about. Even that 80% no more farmer. Most people at the end of the day, so they're not bringing it. So most of the time there will be pressure on the city. But this gold board now, how Sami Jenfi, at the end of the day, no, say, or just $1 million of gold worth, Equamanania, Nina Esaba. So right now, no, there's much dollar in the system. So, as a country, no, there's not much pressure on the city. So, it's one of the reasons why we have managed to sustain, and I say, we are able to stabilize the city, no. Right. And at the same time, prudent management. George
Asabre, NDC communication team member, I want to pupuni Bantema. And yes, I share budget to WhatsApp, especially the big push. Now, share big push na nyama woman doors almost by 32 but I make kind only 3. One, I say the construction of the new bridge on the Oti River at Dambia and a rehabilitation of Wahana Road, upgrading of Tumbu Hamelit Road, upgrading of Tumbu Lara Road, construction of Navrongo Tumbu Road, okay endorse bebre chief big push no so this big push it is a normal rhetorical political statement and that's a big push a very big push
you see
6 minutes
that's it. I mean, shall we see unse me person me call baby or call him but you know him say the budget wa president the man penny or finance minister the budget abetuo me did say you do justice to the budget now what say Ghana for the budget in the budget in ba be Ghana for the budget in be ordinary person on the streets the budget in ebe kasa nipa no want to man can be this want to man can be budget me say me can worry about this that should clear say that you know anko bibia but the tell say abambia ba say biu obetuka ni wa no tia because the buy nothing to insurance a car already over 1.2 billion you buy on GI cocoa sector a car omu jaw ho you buy GI cocoa road and your car mu jaw cocoa road yes all those things abambia ba oye in fact the minister who can say Omo say omo did scarf 7 billion Ghana cedis me wa it's almost spending 9 billion but the short form of 2 billion aye car mu metua sa 2 billion sa 9 billion am spending no sika mu nya no you are just spending but the thing is say big push no omo kan say omo ba be e she dwumdie mu mba cho edwuma be no bra be shim
na mabwa bimbo say
eh 419 we know these people sure mba cho roads now omo kan nya ti ba me me test here me ti aka jo so wo de just see me ko
TV so now o say assembly wa o ka ntumi nka say 419 public communication na we no
mami
uni ni pa o hwe wo
me ka tie Ghana for say be mo peni ni this for kan 419 omu dada wo mu because omu hu say bibi anu a omu betumi ama Ghana for ba cho roads na wo kan wa asem ni na road da say bi o ebi no kwa ye ma contractor wo mu ye omu inability
that's a contract we have a contract na contractor ni site ni ma
mami ka say inability any government no so betua contractors for kwa no ma ko site akoye juma omu cho omka enanu minister you so statement say appoint person tua contractors for kan mba just kan akọ enti bu no so contractors kan omu ko site omu ko yejuma enyo mesan da hu na on ke say ye ba be road fufuro na what branding ti say yenye ahwi some all the this road that we can want some minister na say be one lining up ni na road that say be o ye dey am contractors ni be problem site ban ba ye and omu so omu hwehwe niam mu enti contractors na free site and you just pay them no mu ko don't do a road that okay aban ye a high 3 bu so aye me wa from Kaswa to Takrade asema muke enu so contractor road so aye enu tiro mi kate Ghana for say this for ye 419 omu se mo kan nyina ensisu so
chief obi se me fa message we ma until editi na fa 2 hours account to Abdul Rashid on na numo our Facebook. Also what chief is saying, if for nothing at all, we have seen reduction in the fuel prices. We have seen reduction in transport fares. We have seen reduction in foodstuffs. MPP just feel relaxed and the truth MPP just feel relaxed. Trust the process by Papa.
2017. You buy over 17 taxes in the year for national day. Ghana for the first time in Aboso can 2 years. No mutu niam. Minu ka say. The dollar was 10.5 in the Bank of Ghana. But Abochi turn 13.5. It will be a cotton dollar or dollar free Bank of Ghana. No one dollar free Bank of Ghana. No cotton Abochi 13.5. But all the Ghana member, I know better yaman. Nyama ye money perform nyama ye conform MPP and also MPC here and this is no new petrol ye man peni John Dramani mama and a then president before petrol no control amanonia or Ghana status is not there social amaye wa and a president John Dramani mama ba no see sadia no e ye kronubo no mu ba say 2 petrol mu ama no metum e Ghana ha ye ti so na o ma ti so that's the deregulation in our friend say ye petrol product into we won ye tum a na ya to lere fam na affect ye dwadie ye ti so a ya ti so ma Ghana for ka say ye ti petrol no so a e affect ye dwadie enti ade wo ho dada e na Ghana enye Ghana na control petroleum product say ye tum wa no ni enti ye tum wa no ni a ye betum ye ti so wa no so a ye beti so ha enti andi si fo nya hwi
the big push o dey won hwe
say ato big push ni dey won
big push
the programs your programs ni dey won
big push a would be push
omo penin John Dramani mama sad say we wakanda 2013 to 2016 some big push we or the abaye you go see you promise Ghana for so best school secondary school 200 but you know see no oja anko and you know in fact na economic crisis not economic Ghana for no man say economy ni poto and this focus say on say on the men say on ministers from betu on ska 30% on bless chief compa e beto just say auditor general e declare on beji on ska ni di. That is why I'm telling you I say this book push no more can e corruption say any corruption tanka you better now am John man in this for e be Ghana for 50% in one and 1 gallon on petrol
1 liter any gallon
any nigga asem na mika wo any liter asem na mika wo
1 gallon
1 gallon
obeji say
50%.
Okay.
And what you feel Ghana for ni ma de odi beye because on me say bio Ghana for say bio ye nim de ekọ ban Ghana for nim de ekọ and the some people push no work no e dey hihye e dey come be for so no beye sika no kra enyi for no mu di ka wura amount be no mu di ko ama contractors no mu di be ye juma
all right forward
any areas e be tumi abo o man but when you na ni me this for
all right enu ano de aka na enu ano aka
ni aka be wa aka
say let's have hey politicians
oh I can understand this
frustration you pay to the guy chief do yes it should be life it too much me o comment akwa konto comment section dey make kai and then for me promise man dey be full life for the past more than 1 month be you know do I now so my friend watch my dream me show you do my friend be di atem I did atem the bad here be cut course o fracture na wadwe o be do also have a TV set no volume na we will one na waka wadwe say na person kan but at the time the yes so George you hwe mo big push
May I can understand his frustration. But it's unze or say almost charge 4.5 cedis on gallon
4 cedi 50 pesos.
Because so after the 4 cedi 50 pesos no liter and that's a gallon of petrol say.
Na ubisam unim se ne ton.
Etie 40
ansa na mudi
40 etie 40
na eye 1 gallon eye 11 cedis.
Me say mumu konese
na ye 14 cities.
Ne 14 cities.
Ne 14.
Ne 14 cities.
Na amanoni.
Emze oto. Emze na onya fo ni free na ontobi.
Ye to oye baron.
Sina oh control mame na me time.
Se una obi sa me asem.
So wow time na mama.
Ntem the amount. Ntem the amount. Me say why you manu ye. Why majima there. Why majima there. What's say the 1 cedi ato a liter of petrol so but now even let me use go area of 12.88 as your time na 15.5 more time oh senior yet now I say so
another person bet me pay we anu baba
enu be bo no with the 1 cedi no Ghanaians are far better in terms of cost de to and I say ska also eboa no and some dey koto a liter of fuel so Ghanaians are better off and everyone say obetina no can fuel asem in a very long time me say MPP no can corruption I check say no was he has been emboldened or can the use the word corruption hey na you can corruption MPP there is there any other group here na political party here you can even associate corruption to more corruption now do kromo tse no kromo so even you shouldn't go there within 6 years within 6 months scan the be nyam pio chairman now what visa
So politicians now got some first 4 years in the Alamo Bomo.
Ah, chairman. And the MPP. First 3 months na ebie unity dada. Scandal. Na ebie
why scandal?
Is it Bibia Visa? I've forgotten the name.
Australia Visa.
Sadano.
Where is your customer brand champion?
Yeah. Na unity dada. Because we have been in the country here.
Sports minister, former deputy sports minister.
Almost every month be a new scandal. AP.
New scandal corruption.
Na scandal na eden. Praises. Praises. So we have. I say, pious Ajide. One want say yes. One want say as it stands now, no. And this is 6 months down the drain. Yenya any scandal biya. And I think already. You see, or can't be say big push. I'm say big push on shut down here. Oh, chairman. You see, it's a policy. John Dramani Mahama at Nasi as NDC. Yet Nasi say, you see, Osha Ghana hard. BB say infrastructure we are lacking. Infrastructure na say akwan edija ya nomfo no as usual omo de ade yen se no nkwan nom nim ye nti ade kakra edija no akwan ya edija MPP fo na nado no ba omia no omo say ni nyina chairman there's no region okwa they will not cry over roads akwan ya friend akwan ni nyina say you see beyond John Dramani just facing of roads he's thinking about building strategic roads. You see, sir, Accra to Takrade. Oh, qua.
No, Mama call Kumasi also many seasons.
Yes.
Hey, seriously.
Yes. You see, you understand? You understand? So, if we are working with people who need that kind of vision, this kind of comment that's the kind of comment that mostly comes out. You see, John Dramani Mahama is serious to leave a legacy. He's not in to play. Oh, media grow. Because 4 years na ya no fwanka o metumi akotina se ekonum sane akoye kenke party ni this I say oman poto. But John Dramani Mahama it mean business. Enti sa ekwan na opeso oye no from Accra to Kumasi or so oye 6 lanes more or less 3 no. I didn't know opeso oye because opeso mobility opeso free Kumasi ba Accra obetumi akwasa aba. What I say? So it cut that kind of waste no more or less time now be spending on the road no. And now unnecessary call for omuhu ewo Accra Kumasi road no. With that kind of dualization no omo ya enko for would say omuhu say no. People are thinking about say you should think about waste. And I also side of people who are talking about from that angle because I believe say and a bit cheaper. You understand? A bit cheaper as compared to a road near and more no. Maybe going forward, no, you look at it. Those said there's some for policy. Party and as a government now putting in place to ensure say we are expand more or less the length as a country in terms of railways, no. But going for the big push, most of the times is being focused on the road. Okay, from Accra to Takrade, Accra Kumasi Takrade. No, so more yeah. Maybe or no far but I use me super. You see, you know the strategy Nando was using as a subsebe. mean who about or no connect a kegu no connect a kegu no connect sabe sabe ko jen na ka kegu jen onya you see instead of focusing on one road to complete it on onya sao pram road or the nsa ko kan ya anwen esisi o Kumasi road or the nsa ko kan you see none of the roads are otumi complete here and most of the time no
Nungwa to Junction Mall. Master
they'll certainly complete it. You see, the issue is that Yanon Forno, no Castle is Scanugu. Scanugu didn't know complete here. What didn't know complete? You see, he's refusing to know, say, getting closer to the election. All projects, especially road projects, Omujai, added because there was no funding. Funding was the main reason why you don't know. Funding was the main reason why they stopped almost all the roads. Takrade flyover no. They stopped Omujai, Nungwadi and Omujai. And now they spoke what do you call Pokwasi stretch. And so Omujai. Because there was no funding. Amasama, yeah, that stretch. Senate kind of had it on Mujai because there was no money available. Oh, people of some people are complaining. You see, NDC for do not sack people to say more in terms of Kuku rules. No, mobile best you came to sack almost all the contractors. Most of your auditing. You wasted people's funds at the end of the report. Because the Mgwa sentiment me and releases our report and as up to now.
No better now or can say mobile mo yi in kofu pa.
Na se masaka.
Ba pay to.
Na me masaka. Say atuma pa ko inspire ya bon some of you kofu di.
They be make say John Dramani Mahama.
In all the
me activate for life. Me ahwefo ye bia o ma trufo na to yembre no so na ndim mwai. You see aka 10 minutes. 027 chief yedi na kaza 027 432 4331 027 432 4331 etino obetumi production betumi na mala to screen so na wafre ofre so a be show edidi atem yes so ha go straight to your point and the TV set to the sort of volume no now I'm an number from saying Okasa betumi at okay. Intino Obe so I am when I this is a so you know what friend intention. It is 027 432 432. My first call about so me fan on that. Now production 4 way okay. But I told you maybe I can say free. Hey. Kobi mo be share mami o. But I told you maybe I can say free. Nipa no so and some say on team kan yi mo hwe na ye tumi tin nka eyi eba me I don't know why nipa no team kan but you better be ask our friend back akat itino production another call so ba Kobi mo hwe phone lines no kwada ka me ya ka chem George
so senior
call us in the nya bia tum the sana
John Dramani Mahama de bia me say minim adura anase ade a ne papa ne mama omdi wo no because he's not vindictive obi a sebe oye na ade kura na owi a instead of saying small and normal person obetu ya can own to your cow then we consider
your mama sa activity for life 027 okay, I'm fine. Me ba chodi ni maybe I can free. Na phone ba ko no, ya na mo man use na we dey mi hu so. Je obuti mi.
Enti ono I don't see the reason or no bet now complaining say almost saki obi. Now do you know what some of us do you know what we went through? It is some of us believe say even before the election all of them must Mukufi. But see, as I said, John Dramani Mahama believed that Ghana for. So most of them are still in the system. I know say some of them did not even qualify. Need certification. Obi need certificate. Now I call say you should allow the person to stay. More yes some idea more idea income and family. And then we are trying to put the system in the right place. What Bettina has say, oh, to a young PSA. Adia John Dramani was second call for. And those people, you expect John Dramani to leave them. No wonder say most of the institutions, you have employed people, people who don't even have a seat. You have employed all those people, just waste the state coffers and as state money. You see, senior, I know the emphasis became. So, most of the roads now, NIA can want them no. A strategic investment at John Dramani Mahama. I believe, sir is in corridor road no. Anytime at John Dramani Mahama no, then you are completing because Ufri, Accra quarter Malaya, the long route, most of the time, 10 to 12 hours. No injury. But the Eastern Corridor Road, no say to me, yeah, within 8 hours, should be able to be in Tamale. And that is 7 to 8 hours, you should be in Tamale. So, say to me, yes, setting a beboa or more person moko that long distance.
But yetio kasa. But yetio kasa.
Hello.
Me pacho yetio enti kasa. Okay, okay, free. But your kasa yetio. All right. Okay. Okay, all right, yeah, that's it. All right, yeah, that's it. Say, oh friend, until I told me, I can't remember basic ma and 027432433 and you bet me a boy room also watch it. Okay, yeah, you call I will say, wait to me after. But you didn't maybe I can say free. Before we did, me also. Yes, sir. Evening. Bacho di maybe I can say free.
Hello.
Bacho ye nyina ye ti o kasa. Okay, ye ti o. Okay,
Bacho pesa de kakapa dia. Ani si me kanu. Yes. Asana won kanu ko pesa du sa le. Da du so le di na. Na ma dia ba. I don't know what I said.
And one of us will be Zano. That's my 18. Okay. Yo, okay, yeah, that's the same. What friend? Yeah, that's it. I have for course on the doors into no banner. Mama, oh, we are cutting. Okay, over to me, Afre. Mr. Oba, of Bar Manuswana, while I make you point in 10 times. My main family. Okay, me pacho dini baby I can say free. Yes, sir. Pacho dini baby I can say free. Pacho udini baby I can say free. Kasa yetio kasa. Oh, Bacho odia kasa yentio kasa. Oh, akati. Bacho de no ya huma ni ye bibi. Otu da fra kasa kawasem na ye bete unka. Etu betumi afra yen pick last caller na de aka de fa rap ya. Eti 027 432 4331 027 432 43. I said that no so aja minti no. Chief, who answer a question? No caller ni bisa say o anga say no mo call you no aka ma mamu no. Mo de Ghana for kwabo sanje.
Rose ni be wa a government of Ghana initiative. Into a ready budget now buying this car crash rose near yen crack airco. The Kai present before gang of 4 our Jayama Atamis Nijun Draman man on by almost me MPP now for by the degree. It's road number an international contracting and I said international projects are scan war. We are Jumanica car, no register certificate, no I could just scan war banga, a buying, I could just scan free. Now we are track contracted. Sanity. It is okay say there was no funding. Because road near there was a funding. And the parliamentary they are there. The NDC parliamentarians are there. So they know where the fund can come from. And no na year rose no. Any rose will be no sanity. It is a better say there's no fund. and in that there's a parliament, and this parliament, parliament, said, kind of there,
okay.
I told you, these are the propaganda. The Chadan will come say, these are the propaganda NDC for the so many. A jack, the immediate said, your mum penny, or your save you, and yet, or see, or yet Ghana care was a game, but why you 2%? Every night insurance come and when they fund this idea. And it's all percent we are Ghana care, and I Ghana care whatever it is all can was go and also we should funding would best support.
But the me can say the best Ghana for me, Ghana for you. All right, forward. George, who say your mom George, yes, one CD levy emoji.
Is he was talking about ESLA and I said legacy debt, no. I go so that's the John Dramani Mahama office, no. And I say around 2015. That's why almost established what you call the ESLA. ESLA was to make sure say legacy debt, no. It be year through. And I make in Obakaya. I made mention say Yano for Omba and Omkoje Bosia. They motivate Omkoje Bosia no Mudis cano, Mudis can hear the basa. So as a result of that, no. So as a result of that,
now to casa what you are casa, the Alcan.
As a result of that, no. Omont me and ye sakan for the reason why here Omufrus no mode first energy sector debt no was over 3 billion. So Omu Yifrua Onokro Oka, you should convert those time no. Na 2 point something billion. You should convert it to cedis as at that time. That's that the exchange rate saying. Exchange rate was below 4 cedis. Now, exchange rate Omufrus was 17. Even if it's the same amount, you should calculate it. You should just calculate it and see the difference. You see, now Obi Kachin said, so Obetinasia, it should be candid to the people because Sabi, most of them are even intelligent and educated more than us. It is all better now, on your opportunity. Just be truthful to yourself. What I say, never but me person me man and before advice be. So say because your person as NDC for, is more or less like competent, more or less capable opposition.
Responsible opposition.
Thank you, but what they are doing, it's like a concert party be no muyi. As a country, we need people who are level-headed people to rule a country. And you have grown yedi okrom how. As a NDC, and as a government, we are here to build a country. Whatever we are doing and whatever we will do to ensure say Ghana for by how, yeah, anybody painful haircut. They say, you see, these people manage to punish people. They thought about their future. While planning for your future, and they punish you. But when you were young, say, you should plan for the future. But these people, they revise the whole theory. And so those that managed to plan for their future, they were punished. They gave them pay.
For 1 minute.
Oh, that and Mayano. Anna Mayano concern the ESLA. Makacha say, 2 billion or cano. That's the reason why John Dramani Mahama or they what you call the ESLA nearby. So the ESLA was to deal with that kind of legacy debt. Yano for mobile now, or my baby's cana and the passano. So that's the response to that call.
What the Roto Kodia?
No, I'm the other. I'm the other.
And the Moody's can
no, I'm this kind of way.
Once the Cramon find your road,
is he?
It's a fact, same people.
Ghana, is it?
More than NDC.
Ghana, we have moved from this kind of politics, this kind of communication. We have moved from there, but they are refusing to learn.
I'm telling you.
Kufo was advising the Bomunti, and that is their problem. And my fear is going forward, no. Next election, they will get less than 20%. That's my problem. MPP, and there's no leader. There's no leader that they even listen to. And they are not learning. And then a problem.
Ghana for instance, who better Ghana for what by here. Send a bear who Ghana for free so who can't Ghana for MPP network.
I want to what's that? Where from that? What's that?
Mami come tell.
This is somebody.
Mami come tell.
You see,
what for this na chia.
Almost say the kwafro wa. The kwafro wa. The kwafro wa na de na keka.
It is who
the kwafro wa na de na keka. Ebi na esi diso no. Under your leadership, 820 million Ghanaians was pushed under the 820,000 Ghanaians were pushed under the poverty line because of your mismanagement. Ghana for enjoying the benefits. Ghanaians are enjoying the benefit and good governance. Good governance. John Dramani Mahama Eden Ghana for. It is a because mumu by with this kind of character there. But the position at check.
And who one liter?
Who do you be a better?
Let me watch you. The crowd said, "You want to finish up or taxes? African or you want to or buy and taxes are or the other book and for whom I net. Then you be a new one, save you.
Pour me.
It's the American say, Mammy Bopayama, Bopay, Yankupon, Emma, your mom penny. I'm much of the Gugana for so. Yankupon fa a funny sound to Nakamas.
Is it they're almost the audio?
All right, almost the audio. I call Daddy BBO today. Yakupo Wednesday, you best say, she, I be you where you be the Honorable Cabraya Boa Junior. Make me have NKY. NKY, no so from me, I'm a Joe Suko MD, Nana. Kwabra yeboa nti Yakupon ya adoma Wednesday we dem promise mo Wednesday meba na say Wednesdays meba first day na Wednesdays no na ye dey but Wednesday we ye be saba na dey aka ni nyina no ye dey abrem nti no ye da mase say mo hwe production team ni nyina so ye da mase afa collect so mo fa nchen ahoma no na ye bibio eti no Yakupon na Wednesday be hwe na ya so anu ansa ye bia to nti nyamisha mo meni mo dey ka I'm out of you good evening.
Mashi TV. Ajatwenge kemenshi.